the same way, but Jahzzo has traveled a lot more and has gotten like bet. Jahzzo is like currently like the gatekeeper between all the new heads and like the actual top of our state, like, you know, Mugen, Wrath, Fatality, all them.
That is true. And Jahzzo is holding down the bracket here tonight as Cola, Mugen, Fatality were unable to attend. So Jahzzo will be his final test. We will see if he passes. Kailen has got his work cut out for him.
Yeah, I can imagine it's going to be pretty hard, especially considering, you know, the result in the winner's bracket did go the way of Jahzzo. And when you're getting hit by raw short-use, when you're supposed to have the confidence of Arsene, it can be hard out here. But that down the backer is going to send... Oh, that's going to be a kill. As I was just saying that.
Well, Kailen takes an early lead here, but now a shield break evens it out. So, like it didn't even exist. Now we might as well be playing Smash 4.
Perhaps.
We got 2 stocks apiece and 0% on either side. However, Kailen lands a glancing blow, claims a lead. In my opinion, which admittedly I am a bit biased from the projectile-heavy characters, but I do think that Kailen needs to take his time, throw out some projectiles in order to see how Jahzzo reacts to that, and in order to capitalize on his leads. But hey, Kailen knows better than I do.
I think they've sort, because these two have played like, I think over 10 sets, maybe more. But I remember when they first played, Kailen was sort of trying to play that keep away game, and Jahzzo's really good at parrying. Jahzzo's really, really good at parrying and dashing in right after the AHA and just like, oh, it's really hard. So Kailen also just in general prefers the weave in and out style of a Joker where you bait in, you know, a forward dash from Ken, maybe even like an up tilt, something like that, get a back air out of it.
Well, he has got to close out this stock and fast. He's got a little bit of Arsene left. He does manage to close it out with that counter. Boy, Jahzzo has got to be kicking himself there for allowing that kill to happen. And now Kailen looking like he might be able to pull this off and give himself a good start in the 6 games that he has to win if he wants to win this tournament.
You know, Kailen just trying to juggle with Jahzzo. He has a really good read on him right now. Oh my God, he had him farmed in the corner. He just didn't do anything out of it, and that gun is going to lead to him dying? Oh, what a reversal by Jahzzo. It felt like he had that, and then it just, you know, slipped away. And that's, yeah, that's right now what's separating Jahzzo. Jahzzo's still able to stay calm in those situations and just be like, yep. It's what's super hard against Shotos is because you're like, oh my God, I'm like, I have you right here, and then they just like mash the A button like right in front of you, and you're
seriously, Kailen just decided to bust out those guns at close range, but hey, Jahzzo showing why that is not a solid option. If you're gonna pull out the guns, you better be far away from me, says Jahzzo. And now we are going to see how things turn out in game 2, and if Kailen can use the info that he gleaned from game 1 in order to seal out game 2. Jahzzo looking poised to take this tournament easy right now. Kailen's got to turn it around.
Yeah, but I mean, Kailen having an early lead just like the last game, but like I said, those Jahzzo parries, no joke.
See, when I start getting hit a bunch, I start getting nervous and I start throwing out poor options, but these two players are just used to it at this point, and they just use it as info to make things easier for them moving forward. And now Kailen off to another early start.
Like a mirror of the last game. I was watching like an Omega set with Mugen, and Mugen saw Omega just getting absolutely dumpstered for the first 80% of his stock. And you hate to see it, because when you dumpster Joker for the 80% of his stock and they get Arsene and they get one hit on you, sometimes they just kill you. Sometimes you just die instantly and you're like, well, maybe you shouldn't have done that. Maybe should have hit you.
That's why Joker is pretty certainly top 5 in this game.
Pretty good.
And I mean, Arsene can pull you back from even the deepest of holes
But sometimes I get tickled by the foot of Ken, and it feels like I'm getting hit by Arsene, man. It is a high percent time, high percent combos, and Jahzzo's advantage state dashing into air dodges and whatnot. No joke.
So now Kailen has lost Arsene. He's got to seal out this stock the old-fashioned way, unless he is somehow able to live long enough to get another one. I seriously doubt that, though. So we will see. He's going to try to get Jahzzo off stage.
It's going to be another mash while you're on top of me from Jahzzo, and Kailen's got to find a way. It's hard for Joker, right? Because you do want to be right in front of your opponent a lot, especially when you're trying to tomahawk grab, stuff like that. Dude, drag down. You miss a drag down, you're going to get down tilted. Like right there, it's hard.
Jahzzo is looking calm and collected right now. And he is looking completely unfazed, like this is just another friendly. However, he better take notice. He sits up in his chair because Kailen is not giving up.
Is a great spot for Kailen.
Right now, it looks like he might be able to take this game, especially with Arsene coming out. However, he is still 25% behind, and that is climbing. Jahzzo looking to seal this out before it becomes a real threat. He certainly does.
Got Kailen in the corner, not where Kailen wanted to be, especially with Arsene. You want to get backstage control, want to get that advantage state going, but the second he dropped it, the second he found himself in that corner, Jahzzo was able to close it out.
So I believe that their last set ended with 3-0, and it looks like this set might end 3-0 as well.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me.
Yeah, it
Jahzzo
does.
Just really applying the pressure in the corner. Kailen's not able to get the stage control back. I don't know what it's going to take, because on the individual interactions and like on like the corner of Pokemon Stadium, it's really hard to you can't scuffle, right? Like Ken wins that scuffle trade like every day of the week.
Well, you know my opinion once again. My opinion is that he needs to play spacey, capitalize on his openings, try to force a mess up from Jahzzo, and hold the lead. Just hold on to the lead for dear life. But Jahzzo is so tricky with the approach options. It puts on so much shield pressure. It's easy for anybody to get nervous.
And just there, Kailen had like the choice to try to continue applying corner pressure to Jahzzo, or like just take back stage control. And he tried to, do some cross-ups, try to apply corner pressure. It ended up like kind of working out, especially considering the percent he was at. That's going to be an early death from Jahzzo. And now Kailen, just like every other game, up in early stock, 50-60%, nothing to complain about. Just going to try to wait out the Arsene. Kailen not even needing Arsene to close out that stock, actually.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus Christ.
So it once again does not matter that Kailen had an early lead. All he has is 7% right now. He's still playing patient, which in my opinion is the thing that he needs to do. But when Jahzzo gets in, and Jahzzo beats him up.
That was definitely, Kailen threw a couple projectiles. They got buried, hit 2 guns, did like 3%, and then he ran up and dash grabbed, and it didn't work out. But now that he has Arsene, things are working out a little bit better. That F-throw not hitting. Oh, and he waits for his short Yukin, and now Jahzzo's going to be stuck off stage. A little bit of an early counter, but what can you do? It's a timing read.
He has a better character for the time being. However, that better character is about to go away. He gets the stock for it.
Gorgeous confirmed.
My word. Let's see what Kailen does. He has been unable to hold on to his lead at all this set.
His corner, that's so important. Oh my God, the corner is making such a difference.
But he's alive, that's the thing. Right now, he has officially done better than he has with any of his other leads because he has gotten 1 hit off of the opening. Now let's see if he can continue to land more. It doesn't look like it still.
He just has to stop even trying it. Like every time he's in the corner, he tries to hit Jahzzo, Jahzzo just punishes it and kills him.
Kailen's still in control here. He's got 42%. He has to find a way to keep Jahzzo away from him and to make sure that his openings net him the kill that he needs. However, that shield starting to look like a tic-tac. Jahzzo is going to use that to threaten even more. He's playing patient. We're seeing more projectiles from him. Can Kailen make it happen?
Oh, no, not this situation again.
Jahzzo knows he's afraid.
It's gonna be back off stage. Counter. Oh, hello? Oh. What the hell? All right.
We'll take it. Kailen will take those all day. The tech does not matter because Kailen is able to claim the punish off of it. Back air with Arsene seals out the game, and now things are looking more manageable for Kailen. If you get one game, potentially, you could get 6. You could. It could happen.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen this happen. No doubt about it.
It's definitely not probable. Jahzzo's still looking to be in good spirits, though. He's still confident of his chances here.
I can see Kailen doing this. Kailen is a player that is very good at capitalizing off of having Arsene, you know, last stock type of player. Both a first stock and a last stock type of player. The in-between, you know, we get a little shaky,
but he was able to shake off the cobwebs and get out of that I keep losing, oh my God, what am I doing wrong headspace. He's going to be more confident coming into this game. He's going to be a better player because he knows that if things go right, he could win this. If you take one game off of a player, you can take 2.
Oh yeah.
However, Jahzzo has now collected some data from that last game. We'll see which is the more important factor. Right now, it is looking like neither of these players can claim a firm lead.
It's just going to go the same way the other 3 games have gone early, where
seriously,
Kailen takes, you know, 40 to 70% and, you know, takes the first stock off Jahzzo. Yep, it's exactly how it goes.
Cool, so
we're watching reruns right now. I won't say small battlefield. I do like the pick. Jahzzo obviously been doing well on PS2, and this is just, you know, it's PS2, but we're closer to the edge at all times. You know, you can't run away from me as much. The blast zone a little bit smaller.
So
and,
this is
off stage against Arsene.
This is an even better position for Kailen than the last game.
Jesus
the last
Christ.
game was the best job he did of holding the lead. Now he is doing an excellent job of holding this lead. 96% extra credit. We'll take that all day. If he can get above 100, it's looking like his game.
And one of the biggest differences, I think, is a lot of what was happening in the first 2 games, and even the 3rd game, is that Jahzzo was waiting for Kailen to swing and matching out of that and punishing out of that. And right now, it feels like Kailen is waiting for Jahzzo to swing. It was happening last game. Well, you know, Kailen was holding shield while Jahzzo was doing some pressure, wouldn't go for a shield break, would go for a shuriken instead. And, you know, the table, the turntables, as I was talking about that though, Jahzzo somehow surviving that forward air and not getting hit by that AHA.
So Jahzzo is looking to make this up. Oh my gosh, can he get the kill off of here?
That would have been really rough.
Even though he is at literally half the percent of Kailen, it is still looking like an even game because Ken is on the screen. However, Kailen looking to get that edge guard. He does not. He isn't able to get it.
No, Aussie, that's not good.
Kailen has lost his lead. Can he maintain his composure? He can easily end the stock if he finds an opening. And then all he's got to do is hold it together, and he can get this game too. Well, he can get this game 4, I should say. He can get this second game on the board.
Oh my God, that's going to be the second stock from Jahzzo. Kailen with fresh Arsene. Guys are going to wait it out a little bit, but you know.
47% separates these two, 20% from an Arsene back air. He's not looking to get hit as that will severely diminish his Arsene time.
Pressure in the corner is fantastic. And right now, Jahzzo's not avoiding anything Kailen is doing. It's going to be 60% on Jahzzo is exactly what Kailen wants.
Can he end the stock before Arsene goes away? That's the big question. If Arsene disappears, so too do Kailen's hopes of winning this game.
This is the type of weaving out on that platform that I want to see. And that's going to be a read on the roll. Still not quite killing.
Oh my gosh.
And beautiful focus. Uh-oh, that's an offstage Kailen. We're going to get up tilted ledge.
Oh, he gets the tech. A dash attack does not close it out. Can he get the edge guard?
The back air barely doesn't hit. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's the shield.
Still not enough. 50% separates these two.
Oh, that hitbox is so courteous too. He tries to short you through the back. Oh my God, Kailen.
Will this tournament
fighting
end?
For his dear life.
It doesn't.
Oh, that back air still doesn't hit.
Oh my God.
Who are you paying? How are these backers not hitting?
He's using Kailen's fear. He knows he's scared, but Jahzzo's a bit nervous too.
Oh my god, and the audacity to hold shield there. That's back air. It's finally going to hit. It's still not going to kill because it's raw. It's so stale. That's going to be a wait through the focus. Kailen using the adaptation, knowing that he focused through that so many times. He was focusing back to stage at exactly that timing. He has to give it up there in order to even make it back to the stage.
You know what's funny? He waited so long for that focused attack to end, I'm not even sure that he would have made it back to stage had he up B. That was a last-ditch effort in order for him to end this game, and now the set's even. Now, all of a sudden, these players are even. These are the first 2 games that Kailen has taken all tournament, but they're when it counts in grand finals.
What's so crazy is the way that Kailen was moving, the way that Kailen was like throwing out moves and swinging. It literally felt like he was dominant that game, and it was like a last stock, last hit, one down tilt from just completely dying. And we'll see if this you know, first stock goes the way we think it will.
Yeah, the same way that it's gone every time.
We'll
Kailen had a major pop-off after winning that game. He knows that his hopes are still alive, and that things are looking way better than they were for him 2 games ago.
Right now, it's looking like Jahzzo's going to take first blood for the first time the whole set.
Oh my gosh, Jahzzo.
And now Jahzzo's waiting on Kailen to swing. Right there with that parry. Oh, but
I'm honestly surprised that didn't kill, even though he was at like 60%.
Yeah.
I'm always surprised when I don't see that confirmed kill.
Oh, and a beautiful AHA.
Jahzzo makes it back to stage. Will that up smash kill? Nope. Small battlefield coming in clutch. That confirmed does not land, but that one does.
Yeah, there we go. Kailen finally taking the first stock. No first blood for Jahzzo with all this set, it looks like. But, you know, he could still take the whole set itself. Down smash not going to kill at the edge there as Kailen, you know, fighting for his tournament life here. And Jahzzo just trying to not reset right now. This has been a hell of a set. Kailen's going to get another big confirm.
Jahzzo has a little bit more padding than Kailen does. So if he loses this game and loses this set, the tournament's still not over for Jahzzo. However, he would like to maintain his lead, and he would like to maintain as much padding as possible so that the nerves don't play a factor here. Still, Kailen is in the lead and almost gets that read. Jahzzo is looking to make up this deficit. He lands an up B, seemingly out of nowhere. Coming back to stage with those downward guns is Kailen. 60% between these 2 players. And he lands the down tilt into Hadoken. A good guaranteed damage maker. A 4-tip from Kailen comes out, and he lands the back air. It's looking like he can seal out this stock.
Gorgeous position for Kailen. Kailen keeps going just a little bit too low, and oh my god, the patience on the shield. It keeps happening. The same shield break setup, and it just is not, oh my god.
Can he in this stock? He can. He's about to lose Arsene, but it doesn't matter as much because he ended that stock. He has some breathing room.
Kailen's discipline and timing on these shield is genuinely so crazy. So many people would have choked that. So many people would have gotten shield flipped. So many people would have gotten shield broken because they hold their shield for even like, you know, a frame longer. But not Kailen.
Remember 2 games ago when we were looking like a 3-0 in a handshake and we were about to go home early? Well, all of a sudden, this now looks like this set is going to be going on for much longer. I should say the next set is going to go on for much longer.
It's quite the pleasure, and it really is the dynamic of, you know.
We said that it could happen. We said it wasn't likely, and that's an infinite, but he messes up. He messes up the...
oh, you're dead. Goodbye.
Oh, Kailen's got to be kicking himself about that. He had the game.
Scary.
Yeah, he had the game in the bag there if he hadn't messed up his execution.
Not a fan of this spot.
No
one's a fan of this spot, especially not in the corner like that. Was waiting for the gun landing there, didn't get the parry. Would have been a big punish as Kailen has to get the ledge trap here. Accidentally doesn't ledge trap, that's gonna be an offstage situation, but he somehow makes it back as Jahzzo trying to make the best of this corner situation.
Kailen
my god, he catches the roll.
Kailen is looking to stay as safe as possible. Now things are looking up for him.
There we go.
He takes the set.
He has been trying to hit that timing on the side B, or on the whatever it's called.
4 tilt? Or did he land a side B? Okay, I wasn't paying
No,
attention.
the back air, like so Kailen's been back airing off stage on the I literally am just blanking on the move. The Ken side B that you don't, you know, there's an actual name because you don't press side B for it, but
a Tatsumaki Hado kick, or whatever it is. Yeah.
Anyway,
don't blame me for blanking on that one.
Yeah. But he has been trying to time that, like the whole, and space it out the whole set, and he just kept on missing. He literally missed it so many times, and I was shocked because moves that are forgiving in this game, Joker back air is up there. It is a large move. It is a large disjoint for how tiny of a knife it is. That lanky little dude Joker, but.
So I'm gonna go ahead and create a tier list that that people haven't created, or at least not that I've heard people talking about, and that is what is the single best move in the game. Well, guess what? Joker back air would definitely be on the list.
It's a pretty good list.
Yeah, like you have to put snake up tilt on there. You definitely have to put Joker back air on there.
And Jahzzo taking a very dominant first split, setting this game up very differently from the last set already.
Boy,
maybe it's serious business now. You took the set, you know, important for the PR records and such. These two obviously want to be ranked as high as they can be.
Well, yes, and congratulations to Kailen for taking that set. However, now we have to see if Jahzzo was collecting data and if he was just using that padding that he had as his wiggle room, and now he can really apply himself and punish all of the options that he has seen through that first set. It is looking like that is exactly what's going on here as Jahzzo has a big lead right now. Well, I guess
my God. Kailen is so comfortable in the corner right now. I actually love how different Kailen is playing in the corner compared to the first set. Before in the first set, he was really desperate to swing. He was really desperate to swing his way back. He would often be doing full hops, and Jahzzo would just go under him and wait for an aerial. Now he's just playing patient. Gun, gun, gun. Little short hop, little tomahawk as a treat. Nah, he's doing so well right now in the corner. It feels like Jahzzo's fighting for scraps since he took the first stock. Like that 43% is not one big advantage state or anything like that. It's just beautiful play.
Kailen making great use of that phenomenal move with Arsene backing it. The back air is one of Joker's most reliable kill options. However, Jahzzo looking to end the stock early before Kailen even has a chance to get his bearings. He is still at 0% on his second stock. Kailen, however, says that's going to stop right now and gets a quick 35. Back to neutral are these two players. Kailen gets the grab opening. He's starting to lean into his attacks. Starting to build his confidence back up.
Oh, that's gonna be a, yeah, that's about what I thought. That's what happens when you re-grab.
That DI almost saved him even so, but still, the stock is ended and that's what counts. Jahzzo is looking all but finished on completing this game one of set number 2.
Carries every hit, and that's going to be a shield poke, sends Joker off stage. One corner pressure from Jahzzo. Last I looked at the screen, I said Jahzzo was fighting for scraps, and you know, then you got a whole meal right there, no doubt about it. Just dominant performance. After Jahzzo was doing, or after Kailen was doing so well.
Jahzzo is looking poised to take this, taking the first game, not only in confident fashion and in dominant fashion, but with a stock to spare. So Kailen has got to get himself together and apply himself, adapt to the playstyle as he did in the previous set, and see if he can make some magic happen again. Kailen already looking to maintain his space. He has a lead because of it, has 27% to 8. He's gonna look to keep his distance from Kin as much as possible and only move in when there's an opening. There's an opening.
Oh, they both swung at the wrong time there.
They certainly did. And as a result, now Jahzzo is in the lead. It's still close, but Jahzzo can end the stock at any time. However, Kailen needs a little bit of time and a few more hits in order to make it happen. That doesn't look like it's happening.
That was so rough because it felt like Kailen had the tempo and the swing there, right? Kailen goes down, gets the grab, completely whiffs his advantage state. You know, Jahzzo gets, Jahzzo does what Jahzzo does, right? You get the punish on the lift advantage. You never want to be in someone's face when you miss that timing.
That is very, very true. So every game last set, Kailen was always in the early lead. Every game this set, Jahzzo has taken the early lead.
Kailen dragged out, they call it.
But it's looking like it might not matter much, at least in this game in particular, because Kailen has brought it back and now takes the lead. He's got to hold it. And Jahzzo says, no, that ain't happening, homie. You're taking 52% for your troubles.
And then here's more corner play, not feeling pressured at all to just, you know, tackle the Arsene. There was a little bit of a hint, but the spacing game being played. Oh, tries to get the down air.
He's getting some percent. He's getting some solid percent with Arsene. However, he hasn't really threatened his stock, and now Arsene is gone. So he's gotta play this good old-fashioned neutral game if he wants to seal it out. And Jahzzo can end it at any time, as he does right there.
Oh, what a parry by Jahzzo, who even recognizes that situation and goes, yep, I'm just gonna shore you in the middle of the stage. And that's gonna be another drag down by Kailen, not quite gonna kill, you know. Rage listen, oh, and waits for the focus again. Waits for the focus again. This is a beautiful game of just adaptions, micro-spacing. It's really gorgeous the way these two are playing it out.
He waited on that focus, but he didn't wait too long. He definitely would have recovered from that. As a result, this is the last stock. Could be the last stock of the tournament, or it could be the first stock towards Jahzzo being threatened in this final set. 81% to 35. It's looking like Kailen might actually do it.
He goes really low. He goes way ahead of himself. Wasn't looking at Jahzzo, or maybe perhaps just fast fall too early. But Kailen about to get Arsene.
A tomahawk 4 tilt there, coming out from Kailen. He gets a confirm, and because
gets Arsene in the middle of the combo.
I know that was such a bad time for Jahzzo for him to get Arsene, and as a result, now Kailen has some momentum. Now he might be able to take this whole thing. Jahzzo not going to make it easy though. This set is even, and Jahzzo has the kill power that he needs to succeed. Let's see who does it first, who can take this first stock, who can get off to an early lead. We have seen PS2 so many times this set.
Yeah, it's so good. I actually never see 4-4 grand finals on other stages. It's really funny. And now
that's just a Georgia thing, I think. I'm not sure. Maybe they do it in other states too, but I see it a lot in Georgia.
We do like PS2 here. Most states do. Most states gentlemen to it, but and now Kailen, you know, early Arsene, you get Joker to 80%. What's your reward? Joker XL.
Yep, that's true. And a Joker back air lands, down throw forward air.
It's gonna be the corner pressure from Kailen, gets the grab. No backer though. Jahzzo hard DIing and Kailen not ready for it.
Kailen's got a little bit of Arsene left.
Oh, and that shield pokes, that's really funny.
That's crazy. But Kailen's Arsene is gone at the same time as his stock. Now he's starting back from scratch. He's got a hill to climb here.
Kailen has been getting a little greedy with these Arsenes lately. It's what Jahzzo's looking for. That's why Jahzzo, like, you know, he's not like hard camping Kailen whatsoever. He's staying in a range to where I want to play neutral with him. Hello? What?
Jahzzo's just throwing out these hitboxes, looking to get as much damage as possible before this stock ends. And since Arsene is about to come out, it's looking like the stock is going to end pretty soon here. We'll see, though. Back air puts him off stage, and then down air lands, but it's the soft hit.
Beautiful.
There's the hard hit, and then a spike happens. 44% is all that separates these two, and he's still got some Arsene left.
Kailen during the corner here. Oh, almost just gets smoked in his face, and that is going to be not death for Kailen, but pretty darn close, especially in the corner here.
Not even halfway to Arsene.
Oh, but there we go. And the backer not quite hitting, but that's going to be another poke trying to get out of the corner there, and it's going to cost Kailen his life.
This is a tremendous deficit for Kailen. Not only does he have to get Arsene, I'd say that he needs at least a bare minimum of 2 if he wants to win this game. And right now, he can't even seem to get one Jahzzo just has to take this game if he wants to close this out. Can Kailen make another miracle happen? It's not looking good.
I can definitely see it. Remember, this is how game 5 of the last set went. So
that is true. That back air from Arsene comes out. He needs to end this stock quickly if something's gonna happen.
Oh, that was not intentional back throw. Definitely meant. Ah! Trying to get the. Sorry, it's just so many close calls by Kailen. The run off into forward air and Jahzzo adjusting himself in his seat. This game 3 is so pivotal for the momentum in the set.
He's got to get Arsene back if he wants a hope or a prayer here. And right now, he has no progress made towards that goal.
I don't know. The non-Arsene Joker's kind of been hitting all but that down tilt. No one wants to see that happen when you're trying to get back to center stage.
And up B, I was wrong. For some reason, I thought that Jahzzo had 2 games in the bag and this tournament was already over. However, luckily for us, we get to see some more Smash. Kailen's got another chance to make this happen. And even though that was a pretty dominant last game, at least there's a chance. There's always hope as long as there's a stock. Kailen has 3 of them.
Oh, geez. All right. Jahzzo.
PS2 could be our final destination of the tournament. Yes, that's right.
Already a slower start than all the other games, it looks like. Oh, and not getting that grab. That might be a first big conversion for Jahzzo as Kailen keeps trying to hit out of disadvantage here.
A lot of Kailen's openings have come from down throw because he's identified that Jahzzo is on point with his shields, so he's able to open them up with grabs.
Yep.
We'll see if he's able to open them up like that again, or if he can just use that devastating back air from Arsene. So much mileage.
It's a little slow walk for the fans, and Kailen's trying to take this stock with Arsene bright and early here. Wake up, that's going to be a back air.
Back air,
oh
back air,
God,
back air,
back
back air, back air, back air, back air.
Yep, that's what I thought. He was waiting for the focus that whole goddamn time. And
my goodness.
my lord.
I mean, like, so the only thing that Kailen landed during that Arsene that was not a back air was a dash attack.
Yeah.
He landed 1 dash attack and I think 6, maybe 7 back
Very
airs.
forgiving move, especially now, you know, Jahzzo going to short you out of the corner in order to take the stock, and now. So, jeez, what a bold roll in.
Kailen's got to be feeling decent about his chances right now because Arsene is almost here and Jahzzo is at a deficit here. That means things bode well for Kailen. However,
Okay.
Jahzzo could end the stock right now, and he does! That is what Jahzzo needed. All of that Arsene. The Arsene ended right as he showed up. That is going to be a huge momentum shift. All of a sudden, it is looking all but certain that Jahzzo is going to close this out and take this tournament. Can Kailen make some magic
happen? If that downer street spotted, it was over, but Kailen right now needs to make it happen. Oh, doesn't hit the downer. That's really bad. It's going to be a kill percent for Kailen now, especially with the Fred. Got to take the stock.
He is
now.
Yeah, he certainly does.
There we go, and he does. It's going to be Arsene. It's going to wait it out just a little bit, but, you know, Kailen hyper-focused. Should get another Arsene this stock. It's in a super bad spot.
He's able to get some percent with that Arsene. That is good for Kailen.
Oh my God, that's huge. He still might be able to get Arsene if he makes this game last long enough.
Is he going to go for a counter in order to get it back?
Okay, good GI. We're good.
40%, and this tournament.
And we're out of the corner. We have to tilt Jahzzo back into the corner.
This tournament could be over at any second.
Well, no, it's obviously like super Ken favored, like if you know what the percents mean, but
it's over.
The down tilts in the corner going to be what ends up costing the set. That grounding game in the corner is brutal. It's so brutal. These fighting game characters, their grounded games are a force to be reckoned with. But congrats to Jahzzo, 3-1.
And congrats to Kailen. You know he's a little bit shook up after that loss, but at the same time, these two players showed their respect for each other with a hug after the set. It was a great set, swung back and forth, and it's a great way to polish off 404 at the end of the night.
Yeah, I gotta wait 10 minutes.
Thanks for tuning in, folks. Another 404 Esports is in the books.
Yep, I'm Card. That was Samson alongside myself.
Thanks for
Thanks for
staying
watching.
on board with us.
Yep, and be sure to tune in to Double Down. Tipped Off is next weekend. Battle of BC is next weekend. And 4-4 is obviously next Thursday. The Grind is tomorrow. A lot of events. VGBC every single day. Like, follow, and subscribe so you never miss a set.
And
Have
of
a great
course,
night.
well, hey, let me do one more shout out before you go. Flashback Fight Club, if you're ever in the Marietta area, come on to Flashback on Wednesdays. Tournament starts at 7, and we would love to have you. It's a little bit more casual than 404, but hey, it's a nice bridge if you want to try your luck and fight some of the pros. Thanks again for staying here with us and tuning in. Have a good night, folks.
Good night.